Right, okay, so today we're going to change over the brake lever and clutch lever on the bike to these new Shorty levers. I decided to go for these from Rally Raid. I've seen their kit online and videos on pictures, etc., and I've decided that might be the way to go in the future. I'm not quite sure which way I'm going to go yet, level 1, level 2, but I want to get these on first of all because the current brake levers that are on here and the clutch lever in particular doesn't fit my hands very well. I've got quite short fingers, so the adjustability on here will hopefully make things a lot easier for me. So what I'm going to do first of all is I'm just going to adjust 2 nuts at the back here, just so I can move the lever down and have access to this nut here, this bolt, just so I don't have to move these wires here. Plus I also need to adjust the lever for my height anyway, because it was a little bit low when I got it. I've just had the bike, well, 8 days now, so yeah, I need to adjust that for my height in a moment. Okay, there we go. So to do this, I've just adjusted those nuts there with an 8mm bit. I've got 2 10mm bits here, a spanner and a 10mm bit there. So first of all, let's loosen the one underneath. That was very tight. It's now finger tight. Let's put that there so we don't lose it. Okay, right, that's out of there. Put that there for a moment. Right, so I'll just give this a bit of a clean. It's pretty clean already. It's very, very clean. There's no grease on there at all. Okay, I'm just going to put a little bit of grease on the lever itself. Wrong way. I wonder if I can get the ratchet in there. That'll be a little bit more clearance. Sort of. Okay, so now that screws in, we're going to get the bolt on the bottom here, the nut. That was easy enough. Okay, let's raise the lever back up. I'll position this properly for me later, but I reckon that's about right for now. Okay, let's put that in number 4 just to start with, and then we'll see how that goes later. Right, okay, so the brake lever's all sorted. I've adjusted that to how I like it. It's time to get on with the clutch. For this we're going to need a flathead screwdriver and again the 10mm ratchet. So we'll get that cracked loose. Okay, so before I just take the clutch lever off, I've seen a few people having problems with the tension in the clutch cable trying to get the lever back on, so I'm just going to try a little tip, little trick. I'm going to get the 8mm socket head that I was using a minute ago to adjust the brake lever on the other side, and I'm going to try and perch it in the area where the clutch meets the case at the back here. Okay, so that's worked quite well. I'll show you a picture of that shortly. I just want to get the clutch cable off and all the bits and pieces off before I take the camera around there. So let's get this unscrewed. That came off easily. I'm not going to put that on the seat because that does have a lot more grease on it than the previous one. Twist and out, and that stayed there, which is good. So we've got the new lever. I'm going to get that hopefully positioned quite easily in there. Twist that back around and in. Get me screw. In fact, before I do that, I'm just going to grease it a little bit. I'll be back in one moment. Okay, so I just put a little bit of grease on there. I didn't want to put much on because the original lever didn't have much on either. Okay, so before I put the tension back on the bolt down here, or before I even try to install that, I'm going to remove the the quick tip round here. In fact, I need to adjust that all the way to number 6. I've got enough tension. Pull, there we go, and release. Put that on. Let's get this captive nut on, and then we're sorted. Okay, so in a minute when the camera's off, I'm just going to adjust the free play and the lever here because there now isn't any. So I'm going to sort that out. They're on, all sorted, and yeah, I'm quite happy with those. And we'll see how they ride. Okay, see you for now.